Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. This is our midweek update for Wednesday, May 1st, first day of the trading month. We've had kind of a quiet and a wild day here. So let's start off with the open here. Um, you know, we were down last night, right, off of the earnings, and we were very, very quiet, setting this very tight channel until the Fed decision at 2 o'clock, one of the least smallest moves I've ever seen on a Fed decision here in a long time, in years, not ever, but in years. And then here's the press conference comes in as we ran up into it. Here we go. Powell, I give him credit today. They tried to ask him the same damn question about 10 times in different ways, and he stood to it. Very data dependent. The big thing to know coming out of this is there's no rate hike here. They are very data dependent. They are worried about inflation holding on higher, but they did reduce the size of the runoff. So starting June 1st, they're going from $60 billion a month in a runoff to 25 billion. That was more than expected. Okay. So market like that, we pushed up here. We've come back down a little bit. We have retraced the move. This is normal on Fed day. We always tend to retrace moves on Fed day. Typically, though, when he's done speaking, if we're up, we travel that way the next day, or if we're down, we go that way the next day. To me, I'm leaning bullish. Now, I would have told you here on the daily candle, I would have liked to have seen us stay above the 8-day. We have about 19 minutes or 18 minutes to get there. I would love a close at the highs. We need to clear the 50-day, above the 50-day, and this market, I think, heads back to the highs, and we're back in game on mode. Okay, if you come down, the 100 days are the next area to watch. The Qs, a little bit problematic this morning today. Try to bounce back much weaker. The SMHs were the big drag today. They pushed. They went green briefly, back down, and that's because of what went on with SMCI and AMD. SMCI, it wasn't that it was a bad report. It just wasn't enough up here at these levels, and guidance just wasn't enough. Down, but held the 100-day for now. AMD, really, I got to tell you, I did not like this report. I like the fact that they guided up $500 million for the data center for the rest of the year. But when you really drill in, you should be seeing that effect coming into the AI effect coming into this name at this point. You're not seeing it yet. NVIDIA hit on concern here. Personally, I think NVIDIA just owns the market on AI right now, and the rest of the names are having a harder time breaking into it. Came down, didn't hit 800. It needs to get back above the 50-day there. The IWM all over the place today. Big wide range candles at the top, didn't hold. The financials very similar. You can see these all over the place. Nice move there. Energy's been relatively weak for the last 2 days. And then we'll talk about some of the bigger names. Amazon today, if you're watching that one, the report was okay. It wasn't great. Their AWS was a blowout on margin. A lot of that blowout on margin came from amortizing their server hardware out over further on time. They even said that on the call. There's excitement about their AI offering, but they're really not offering much in the way of who's using it, adapting it, and how much money they're getting off of it. And you just kind of just had to go with it. And they guided down for Q2. They're also saying they're seeing concerns with the customer. Wide range candle here didn't pop until late, until the Fed. Bottom line is holding in better than NVIDIA. I'm sorry, better than Google and Microsoft did on their earnings. Big doji here, indecision day. It needs to get back up there above that. Microsoft, a little bounce today to the 8-day, but couldn't take it. Google, after a couple of days of selling, also bounced, still holding the 8-day. Stronger if we go. I like that one. Meta kissed the gap, went into it a bit and came out. So you get the idea. Tonight we have Carvana for earnings. We have Etsy, DoorDash, and Qualcomm, another semi. Every semi is pretty much guided down for Q2. Not expecting great results for Qualcomm as phone sales are lackluster. We have tomorrow Moderna is in there. And who else is in there tomorrow, guys? Help me out. Tomorrow morning we have Moderna and Penn. Then tomorrow night we have Apple, Coin, and Square, amongst others. So it'll be a very busy night tomorrow night. So we'll see how we open tomorrow. Overall, I like what Powell said. I like how we held. If we push back up into the close, it make me feel even better. SPY here needs to get back and above the 8, the 21-day, and then the 50-day. So we'll see how we close. Hope everybody's doing well. Link in the description if you want to join us. Catch you guys all live in the room in the morning. Staying late with you guys for earnings tonight.